What's up guys, today we'll be going over the Cerberus+1 catalyst and how to get it, how to upgrade it, then also how good it is in PvE. So first, to get this catalyst to drop, I believe is this a world drop on the ground just doing anything. I got it first day along with a lot of people also got it first day, so it's pretty easy to get. You just pretty much play the game and it will drop for you. And once you get it, it takes 500 kills with this weapon to upgrade it, so you can do all the typical things like Whisper or anything like that to upgrade it. I just did it while doing the story on my third character. But once you get it upgraded, the new perk is Hold Reload to swap to a tighter close range spread. And we still have the normal exotic perk where it shoots from all barrels randomly, then also shot package as the secondary perk. So looking at how this affects the weapon, first without aiming down the sights on the normal firing mode, you can see the spread is very huge. It's pretty much all over the wall. Now if we go ahead and ADS with the normal firing mode for the shot package, we can see that it's going to be much tighter now and pretty much the size of the overall reticle, the entire scope. Now we changed the firing mode to the new catalyst one, which is the tighter spread, then also less range, pretty much like a shotgun. You can see the spread is already much tighter without even ADSing. Now if we ADS on top of that, it is pretty much the size of like our reticle, that little small circle. It's very, very tight, but it's going to have a lot less range. So you still have the normal firing mode for, really good ad clear when they're grouped up and you're kind of hitting a little bit of everything at the same time. Now we have this new mode, which turns it into pretty much a full auto shotgun, as you see right here. And it just shreds straight through majors once they get close to you. Like, it is really good. It feels like a shotgun straight up. So looking at the damage on Greg, it hits 4453, and that is the max number I ever got. And it has pretty decent range once you ADS. You can probably walk about 20 feet away and still probably get full damage. So it's not too bad of a range when you ADS, but you definitely have to be a lot closer than the normal firing mode. You pretty much have to treat it like a full auto shotgun when you're in this mode. So you still have the general AR normal fire mode, then you have like the special shotgun mode, which is really, really cool. So looking at the rate of fire of this new mode, shooting off all 31 shots, see how long it takes. And during this, I'm just holding down the firing button, so it's pretty much shooting full auto. And that took just under 10 seconds, meaning the DPS with this mode is 13,828, which is really good for a primary. We don't know all the new numbers yet because of the inflated numbers, but I can tell you for a fact that is really good for a primary and probably approaching special territory. Now what we found is that, as you see when you use this select fire, it's pretty much half the speed of the normal firing mode, but if you start tapping with it, you pretty much get back to the normal speed of without the select fire mode on. But unfortunately, like a lot of other things in this game, it appears to be based on FPS. If I lock my frames to 30 FPS, it is very hard to tap as fast as possible. It pretty much only slightly increases the speed compared to just holding the button. But if I change my FPS to 60, I can tap pretty much as fast as possible, which leads me to believe that all they did was put a modifier on the rate of fire with this new mode and pretty much said, if you're in this mode, it's 50% of the rate of fire of the weapon. So, since the game is coded for 30 FPS, the second you double your FPS to 60, well, if you have 50% of the rate of fire and you double that, it's back to normal, which is what I believe is going on and why this is happening. So, it probably needs to be changed and fixed, or just let console tap as fast as possible also, because it actually is pretty cool. Now, this isn't like game breaking or anything like that. Obviously, it needs to be fixed. It's not something that they have to turn off instantly, because when you're on PC with, 100 plus 200 FPS, it's still pretty hard to tap as fast as possible while you're actually aiming. It's not like you get a crazy advantage. As you see, tapping as fast as possible, I got it down to 7.75 seconds for all 31 shots, which means the DPS would be 17.8 thousand, which is approaching that special territory. But with or without tapping on 60 plus FPS, this weapon feels really good. I love it. I think it's one of the best catalysts in the game, if not the best. You still got that normal firing mode for groups of red bars, but then you got this new select fire option that just allows you to treat it like a full auto shotgun, hold W or hold the left stick forward, whatever platform you're on, and just tear through everything. This thing shreds majors. It's so fun to use. It feels amazing and extremely fun to use. It just makes you feel like a badass where you're swapping between the fire modes for whatever you need. You're just running straight at majors with a primary. It just feels really, really good. And in my opinion, this is how all catalysts should be. It greatly impacts the entire dynamic of the entire weapon, and it completely changes your playstyle and makes the weapon feel a lot different. Now, I know that's not possible for all the exotic weapons in the game, but when it does work, it feels really good, and it's probably what catalyst should be. Like, I cannot express in words like how good this catalyst is and how fun this weapon is to use. Like, I can actually see myself using this with, loaded question, a sniper, and Wendigo, as one of my full-time builds in Shadowkeep. And I'm not just saying that because of the 60 FPS tapping stuff, like without even that, it still feels really good for our primary. Before, I wasn't a fan of this weapon because before it was only really good for group red bar clear, and it didn't really feel good on PC because it didn't really take that much precision. So on PC you could use something like a hand cannon and pretty much get the same job done quicker by individually shooting all the red bars one at a time. But with this new ability to pretty much treat it like a shotgun, it definitely takes it way over the edge and makes it, in my opinion, even on PC, console, whatever, extremely useful. It pretty much went to the top of the tier list for primary weapons in PvE like instantly. So I'm pretty sure I praised this catalyst as much as I can in words, so the rest of the video will just be some gameplay. Anyways, let me know what you think about it if you have this catalyst already and upgraded it. Also, I heard you can do the tapping thing on 30 FPS. This is extremely hard, so let me know if you can get that down on console with a controller or on PC with a controller. So let me know in the comments if you can get it done. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.